just drop that because that's not relevant anymore because we're not playing PoE 2. But hello. Hello, hello, hello. It is day number 8, and we have not missed a stream, which I am very, very happy about. Let me get some balls to put in my mouth. That's okay, little Moo. You're a good boy. As always, we have our support Mushu here with us. He is our fantastic little man that's always here and hanging out. Here we go. What up, Beal? How you doing? And today we're looking at the Custards. Custards and Officio Assassinorum to get their stuff. I don't even know what the Custodies really could get that sort of fits into something they don't have now. They have the character detachment. They have, I'm assuming, other detachments that allow them to do stuff. Maybe something actually, my Custodies player from the Pantheon team wanted to get back something that they lost from Ninth, which was the Feel No Pain. So having a Feel No Pain, having, I think there was something else attached to it. Maybe it'll be that, but yeah. Also, I have my affiliate anniversary. Apparently, this is the date that I got affiliate, which is really, really cool. So, yeah, happy affiliate anniversary. Cavil's Custards A should be interesting. Oh, my God, yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to change my background. Where's that picture of him from the set of The Witcher? Where is it? Bill, thank you for the resub. Tier 3 for 14 months. If money doesn't grow on trees, why do banks have branches? Okay, so what am I gonna use? Let's just go this one. It's not the best one, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's go. Mushu, can you not hoot at me while I'm on stream, please, little boy? Can we not have hoots? Is no hoots okay? All right. While I personalize this, I am just going to swap onto a BRB. Just give me a sec. No unleashing things for any of you degenerates. All right. Picture. Just photo. Fuck, I've got a lot of shit in here. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Choose. And oh my God, this is kind of perfect. All right, the reveal. The reveal. Da da da! Howdy and happy affiliate. Howdy and happy affiliate to me too. What about 13 Vindicare Assassins, 5 Eversaws, 35 Collectors, 3 Calidus? Yeah, that oh yep. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? Love his hoots. No, we need all the hoots. He does have all the hoots. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody, little Moo? You want to come and say hello to everybody? Hey? Hey, no licks? Hey, no licks? My little man. My little boy. Hey? Yeah, he's my little Mushu man. Hello, everybody. He's hiding something. I may be hiding something. You don't know. You don't know what I might be hiding. That was a very cute hoot. It is. J OnlyFans. Look, I'm not going to say there's any demand for it because there's absolutely not. But, you know, $20 is $20. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm turned on or nauseated. What, by Henry Cavill's eyes staring at you deeply? There is only one response to the God Emperor staring into your soul, and that is faith, brother. Brother! Brother! As always, I got some balls to put in my mouth. We're on the last of the caramel ones, which are so goated that they sold out quite quickly. All right, let's go to Warcom. Let's start having a look at the things that might be. We've got about 7 minutes. We've got about 7 minutes. Also, I will likely be streaming. So, actually, before I say that, let me just double check my calendar, make sure I've got no coaching or anything on. Because I have been really enjoying Path of Exile. I played some off stream today just to kind of enjoy. Yep, so I think I'm going to stream some more of it tomorrow. It has been incredibly fun. The monk build is coming along quite well. It is a very, very difficult game, but there's a lot of progression and like a sense of achievement when you actually get down like hard bosses and that sort of stuff. It's like everybody, even some of the biggest streamers are struggling with certain parts of the game. Nice, I know the other side of the world. How you doing, Skyman? Good to see you. Master, happy affiliate anniversary and has redeemed a WA. So anybody who is sensitive to noise, it would be a good idea to turn down your phone or device right now. Yeah, Masu, thank you for the redeem. Happy affiliate anniversary. Mushu, I'm sorry, little man, this is going to be loud. Ooh! And Wa for the Wa gods. The God Emperor is staring at me. I'm terrified, by the way. That's probably fair. That's actually probably the appropriate response. Now that I think about it, like most people will never see an Astartes in their life. Even rarer to ever glimpse a Custodes. And to see the Emperor, that's what the fuck is going on here, Fuel? Passes off as an orc. I do an alright orc. All right, let me pop this ball in my mouth. What are our predictions for tomorrow, everybody? Because again, I'm gonna put up Tau. We've had 3 sets of Imperium back to back. No. 6 was the broken lords that I just can't get enough of and that I love so much, and I'm just so glad that they're allowing my existence. So we've had, there was that. There was the Death Watch to break that up. Custodes today. So yeah, we've had 2 Imperium outside of the normal track that we would have. So I'm thinking that it's either going to be, I'm going to put forward Tau because I want that. Necrons again. Fuck you, Bill. Fuck you. But yeah, I think maybe I'm going to throw out Chaos Knights again. I think we've had a couple of different armies, but we haven't had some of the big boys. Tau, I think you're absolutely right, Odysseus. One in the face of the Emperor. Oh, that's a paid service that we do on Friday nights. That's not something we say for just like any old time. All right, so we got 7 here. We want to have 8. We have at the... Why isn't Deathwatch up here? Like, they got all news and articles, but they're not even in, like, release order. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Eldari reveals while we do this. Going with World Eaters. Okay, interesting. I'm also gonna throw my hat in the ring for Eldari. Those look so goddamn good. And yes, the Eldari players did have to wait for like an entire person's lifetime, an entire people worth of time for their update. But they're looking good. They're looking good, really, really good. And introducing a new Lord, no less, and that is in a deep index with a lot of characters. A lot of characters. I am wondering if they're going to lose any character. Well, I guess what characters they'll lose in the Codex, because that's been a theme with a lot of different things. I wonder who's going away. Likely not anything with a new sculpt. So like Jane Zar is likely okay. But you know, we have Fugan getting a model. No mention of Malgan Ra. Yeah, I'm curious to see who they lose. Looks like they're done selling miniatures from 2nd edition. The Warp Spiders, they're retiring back in 2nd edition. Imputer. Oh my god, Imputer. That's insane. A little bird informed me that the Eldar are jelly in demand for a Necron level power up. If anyone gets anything close to that index, they are laughing. They are eating well. Like, yeah. It's something that should never have been printed, but since it is the world we live in. What's this? Oh, it takes you to the store. What are they going on a new and exclusive? They got Imperial Agents. I've been seeing her everywhere with Custody, so I wonder if what they're going to be getting actually still includes her. The Blades of Cain, the Striking Scorpions, they look incredible. I've actually got, randomly from stuff that I've been sent by GW, I've got a unit of them to put together. Are these guys? No, they're not the Hernkin Pioneers. They're just their kill team. If I want to play my Votan, I do need to get them. Farstalker Kinban, goated, absolutely goated. Vespids, goated. Tempestus Aquilin can die. Friggin' 3-inch deep strike. For my sisters, I do need to look at getting novitiates. Obviously not from this website because it's $110 Australian, which is like holy crap. Like, oh my god. How could anybody put together an army with those sort of pricings? Oh, it's up! It's up! Custodes, Solar Spearhead. Solar Spearhead. Nice name. Nice name. I am a big fan of like sun effigy type imagery or whatever. All right, Solar Spearhead. We have within the deepest engine vaults of the Imperial Palace, the ancient and mighty vehicles of the Custodians reside. Auramite-clad combat walkers bristling with arcane weapons, aroused from stasis, ready to be unleashed upon the galaxy's battlefields. Venerable land raiders as old as the Imperium are awoken by complex rituals and prepared for war. When battle dawns, these dread engines of destruction stride or rumble towards the cowering foe, their guns emitting furious torrents of destruction. Those brave or foolish enough to stand before this armored spearhead are crushed beneath the tread of auric battle tanks or smashed to a bloody pulp by wrathful, interred champions. Auric armor, so they're getting a vehicle and a walker detachment. While an Adeptus Custodes vehicle unit from your army is at starting strength, unless that unit is an aircraft or it's battle shock, add 2 to its OC. While a Custodes vehicle unit from your army is below starting strength, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. While an Adeptus Custodes vehicle unit from your army is below half strength, reroll hit roll of 1 and wound roll of 1. That's a good rule. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s is obviously extremely powerful. Moritoi Ancients, add 2 to the move characteristic of Custodes walker units from your army, and add 1 to advanced and charge rolls made. We're about to see a lot of friggin' Dreadnought spam. In the Master Army step, you can select up to 2 Custodes walker models from your army. The selected units gain the character keyword. This means the selected models can be given enhancements and one of them can be your warlord. That is something we haven't really seen before. That's cool. That's really cool. So, Adamantine Talisman, 25 points. Improves the attack, strength, and damage characteristic of melee weapons equipped by the bearer by 1 for 25 points. That's really great, especially if you can put that on a dread. Augury uplink. The bearer has a 5-up feel no pain ability. This will go on a model every single time. Every single time. 5-up feel no pain on a pretty durable dread is pretty insane. Honored Fallen, 15 points. Vehicle model only. While a friendly infantry or mounted unit is within 6 inches of the bearer, each time a model on that unit makes an attack reroll or hit roll of 1. So this is pairing up your dreads or whatever else to be able to sort of support bikes or you know, your guard or whatever else. Veteran of the Cataphractoi, infantry or mounted model only. In your movement phase, select one vehicle or mounted unit within 6. Until the start of your next command phase, that unit is eligible to shoot in a turn in which it fell back. I mean, for 10 points, if you got it to slap in there, and usually Custodies have a hard time hitting those like really weird point break points because they're so expensive. Yeah, slap it in, fall back and shoot. Not bad. All right, the stratagems, flawless construction. Your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase, just after an enemy unit has been selected. Note, your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase. One Custodies vehicle unit from your army that was selected as a target of one or more attacking things. If the strength is greater than the toughness, subtract 1 to wound. Really good for a vehicle detachment. I guess the Necrons weren't the only one to have it. Start a movement phase, vehicle or mounted, walk through walls. If I don't get this for my Riptides and my Storm Surges, I'm going to fucking chuck a hissy fit. Everybody is getting this. Anyway, Emperor's Vengeance. What's the bet? The Tau gets this, but they have to make a battle shock test, and if they fail, we lose a model. Like, just some random bullshit like that. Emperor's Vengeance. Fight phase just after the enemy unit is selected as targets. One Adeptus Custodes unit from your army that's selected as the target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed. If that model has not fought this phase, roll a d6, adding 1 to the result if it's a walker. On a 4-up, do not remove it from play and have it fight on death. When doing so, it's assumed to have 1 wound remaining, so you've got bracketing in effect. Interesting. Relentless Persecution. By the way, really good. 1 CP fight on death for Custodes is really big. Your movement phase just after a Custodes vehicle from your army advances. That vehicle unit until the end of the turn. Your unit is eligible to shoot in a turn in which it advanced. If your unit has the Walker keyword, until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced instead. Really, really good. Advance, shoot, and charge for 1 CP. This is excellent, especially given that your walkers have +2 to their move characteristic. They are going to be able to get basically wherever they want. Punishment Inescapable. Your shooting phase, a Custodes unit from your army, not just vehicle. Till the end of the phase, you ignore cover. Big. Custodes really don't have that. And until the end of the phase, each time a model in the unit makes an attack, you can ignore modifiers to ballistic skill or any modifiers to hit. Damn, that's a lot of stuff in there for 1 CP. God damn. Wrathful Advance. Fight phase. Just before an Adeptus Custodes unit from your army piles in, that Custodes unit can pile in D3 plus 3 instead of 3 inches. Holy shit, this enhancement is... this detachment. This is really good. This is really, really good. Fuck yeah. Custodes are gonna be eating well. Custodes are going to be eating well. That is a banger. Imperial Agents. Let's go on to them. Veiled Blade Elimination Force. That is a cool set of naming. The lethally efficient agents of the Officio Assassinorum ordinarily operate alone when stalking their prey. However, when assigned a particularly well-protected or formidable target, assassins from various temples may be brought together alongside other assets drawn from the military, ecclesiastical, or judicial wings of the Imperium. These bespoke formations possess enough firepower to break through the target's defenses and ensure the killing blow is landed. Detachment rule is Extremis Sanction. Officio Assassinorum units from your army can use the Overkill, Soulless Horror, or Shield Breaker abilities twice per battle instead of once per battle, but cannot use such an ability more than once in the same battle round. When mustering your army, each Officio Assassinorum unit from your army has the relevant Extremis ability shown on the right, and you must increase the points cost of each of those units by the amount shown. If this causes your army to exceed the points limit for the battle you are playing, you cannot include that unit in your army. Okay. So I'll have to have a look at that because not knowing the Officio Assassinorum stuff, enhancements for a Calidus Assassin. Twice per battle, in your movement phase, twice per battle, okay, you can select one of the friendly infantry unit on the battlefield and not within engagement range. The selected model is destroyed, ignoring any rules that are triggered when the model is destroyed, and this model is removed from the battlefield and set up as close as possible to where that destroyed model was and not within engagement range of one or more enemy units. This ability cannot be used more than once in the same battle round. Okay, so let's decoy targets. Twice per battle in your movement phase, you can select one other friendly infantry model that is on the battlefield and not within engagement range. The selected model is destroyed, ignoring any rules that are triggered when a model is destroyed, and this... Holy shit, this is like a reverse Uno of the, what's the Eldar model called? You kill something and it pops up where they died. Why is my brain not, anyway, that is cool as fuck. For 40 points, just getting a Calidus Assassin, like, bang, I'm right on top of you. And notice it just says, in your movement phase. This model is able to move after it does that. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Esoteric Explosives. Collects this assassin models only. Each time this model is targeted with the grenade stratagem, one mortal wound is inflicted for each d6 roll of 3+ instead of for 4+. Again, really powerful. Really, really powerful. That changes the maths on the grenade stratagem so massively. Intraneural Biotech, the Eversaw Assassin. Once per battle round, you can target this model with a heroic intervention or counter-offensive stratagem for 0 CP, and can do so even if you have already used that stratagem on a different unit that phase. That is so fucking good. That is so good. If you've got an assassin player, or why is my brain letting me down? An agents player that knows their spacing, their screening, their positioning, their staging, they have got some shit that they can do. Oh boy. Micro Melter Rounds for 45 points. Vindicare Assassin. This model's Exodus rifle has anti-monster 4+ and anti-vehicle 4+. It's expensive for 45 points, but getting guaranteed wounds on a 4-up does make him more broadly useful than just shooting at characters. So, yeah. All right, the stratagems. Prime target. Shooting phase or the fight phase. So, you're shooting or the fight phase. One Agents of the Imperium unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot or fight. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes an attack that targets a character unit. Note, this can be like bodyguard unit plus the character in it. That counts as a character unit. Reroll a wound roll of 1. If that attack is made by an Officio Assassinorum model and it targets the enemy warlord, you can reroll the wound roll instead. Nice. 4 rerolls to wound for going after the warlord. Mushu, the hooting is really cute, bub, but do you need to go down? You better not just be initiating play. Come in. Here we go. That's my good boy. All right. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. This is on orbital oversight. One Agents of the Imperium infantry unit from your army that was selected as a target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Till the end of the phase, your unit can only be selected as the target of a ranged attack if it's within 18 inches, or if your unit has lone op within 6. This is exceedingly powerful. This is extremely powerful. Whew. Okay. Hyperstims. Your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. 1 agents of the Imperium character unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of those attacking units' attacks. Until the end of the phase, add 1 to the toughness characteristic of models in your unit. In addition, if it is an Eversaw, until the end of the phase, it has the Feel No Pain 4+ ability. Now, Hyperstims for 2 CP for +1 toughness. It could come up. I'm not going to say that this is especially good just yet because I don't know. Blind grenades. Oh, the grenades are blind. Oh. Your opponent's charge phase just after a unit has declared a charge. Just after an enemy unit has declared a charge. 1 agents of the Imperium grenades or Vindicator assassin unit from your army that was selected as the target of the charge and is not within engagement range. Until the end of the phase, subtract 1 from charge rolls made for that enemy unit, or if your unit is a Vindicator, subtract 2. Really good. 1 CP -2 to charge, really powerful. Will Sapping Salvo. Your shooting phase, 1 agents of the Imperium infantry unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot. Until the end of the phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in your unit have the Sustained Hits 1 ability. In addition, if it's a Calexis assassin, until the end of the phase, change the damage characteristic of ranged weapons equipped by models in your unit to 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is a great stratagem. Ensnaring Trap. End of your opponent's charge phase, 1 agency of the Imperium infantry unit from your army that is within 6 inches of 1 or more enemy units and would be eligible to declare a charge against 1 or more of those enemy units. Your unit can declare a charge. So this is basically what the Dark Angels have. When doing so, you must select 1 or more of those enemy units as the target of that charge. Yep. In addition, if it's a Calidus assassin and it makes a charge move as a result of this stratagem until the end of the turn, each time a model in your unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to wound. That is really cool. Yeah, big tricksy stuff. This is just like flavorful as fuck. Like I think it's still going to be powerful. Don't get me wrong, but this is just like, this is written by somebody who understood the assignment. Correct me if I'm wrong, any assassin players, but holy crap, their main characters, yeah. Bro, the order you read the stratagems in, what do you mean? Going like left to right? But what does that even matter? What does that even matter? That's such a random thing to be like, I take issue with you going left to right, then down, and then left, and then... I know it's insane, but that's what people opted into. You clicked on my stream. Anyway, not hearing the hoots. No, he jumped down. That'd be cool if Tau got a walker list for Riptides, Ghost Kills, and Storm Surge. I think that's the last thing that really we haven't got. And... like, you know, I can see that being a very big departure from a lot of the other detachments. I actually kind of hope we get something like that. Like, he's supposed to read right to left. I mean, if I want to be even more chaotic, probably. Yeah, I would love that for Tau. Having stuff that our Storm Surge can actually benefit from, that would be great. Having it being able to, like, Kool-Aid Man through a wall, even fucking Bretta, oh my god, better. Yes, and from bottom to top. Honestly, Custodes and agents, fucking great job, GW. Both of these are they look like, at least on paper, that they're powerful. They're flavorful. They make sense. But I don't think either of them, unless my brain just doesn't have all the information to connect that it might be broken, then they're not Necroning it up. They're powerful, but not like, what the fuck have you done? Which is really cool. Which is really, really cool. Yeah. What do you think of the other detachments? So Necron's broken, Dark Angels, is really good. They got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. We got to see if it's too broken with all the pluses to charge out a deep strike and everything else. Tyranids have a reason to play warriors again. It's going to be a massive stat check, which yeah, bring your ions. AdMech is really, really cool. It's powerful. It makes sense. It's got a lot of benefits for taking different stuff within it. It's probably going to get people to take models that haven't seen the light of day throughout all of 10th. Thousand Suns one is really cool. It's more of a Terminator style one. I don't think it's extremely powerful. They borrowed a lot of stuff from demons with their warped shadow areas. But yeah, I think what I'll end up doing is after we finish up all the Grotmas streams and everything else, I might collect my thoughts and do like a long form video talking about my thoughts on all of them within the framing of like how Tau's going to play into them. But one thing I'm going to say now, unless the data slate completely guts them, I don't see our or the detachment that we get infinitely changes what we're running. Hammerheads and Skyrays are going to be your best friend, and broadsides. The AdMech is actually great. Yeah, it's fantastic. And this is for a detachment for an army that has been flying under the radar as like a top 5 army. And they got a great detachment. So, yeah. Yeah, it's really, really good. Obviously, everybody, it is the anniversary of me getting affiliate, which is really, really cool. I'm probably going to play some Path of Exile off stream tonight until I go to bed, but tomorrow morning I'll be back on Path of Exile. You can get yourself an in-game pet if you are playing that for gifting 2 subs. But I want to say a big thank you to all the people that have made progress on my channel possible. I know that I shout out all my patrons every stream, but there's also the lurkers, the people that just sub on Twitch, which doesn't cost, follow on Twitch and, drive engagement on YouTube and all that like background shit that we have to jump through. I really, really appreciate each and every person that shows up and hangs out and chats and everything else. So yeah, that's our Grotmas stream. Article. I'm not gonna look at any more chat. Is the article up for them? Nope. So we have to go to the bottom of downloads. Let's reload. Custards. What do we got? Chaos Knights! Let's go! Oh my god, it feels good to be right. I knew it was going to be Chaos Knights. I didn't, but I guessed, and I was right. So fuck you. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me on Grotmas Day 8. I will see you tomorrow for Grotmas Day 9. It is Imperial and Chaos. I was even more correct, even though I didn't say Imperial Knights and whatever. Shut up. We'll see you tomorrow for Day 9 of Grotmas. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.